Đã có mặt ở ngoài bãi đậu xe của Hội đồng thành phố Westminster nha. Hôm nay là họ có họp. Hồi nãy là thấy trên mạng là có buổi họp kín, họp riêng của Hội đồng thành phố. Thấy Nam Quan cũng có mặt, mà là coi như là có bà Terry Rain có lên phát biểu. Nhưng mà mình thì mình bị bệnh, mấy bữa nay mình bị bệnh thì cũng không tính ra. Nhưng mà tại vì là hôm nay cũng có lẽ là có Nam Quan, thành ra mình cũng cần phải serve Nam Quan. Thành ra mình sẽ mình vừa đến đây thì cũng có mặt của kẹo ngọt với anh Mike Vũng Tàu. Bữa nào phải béo lên đừng làm lại dùng cái giấy, dùng cái file của Tracy đó. Biết anh Mike cũng thầm không? Anh Nguyễn Kim Bình là đối lập với anh Pháp Bùi. Về phía cộng đồng thì cũng có tự hỏi và ta lời thằng Ly không phải
lên chứ lại không đưa cho nên cầm của anh em dùng hình giống luôn á, em dùng hình giống mà
hôm nay phó thị trưởng của thành phố sẽ đi nhận đơn kiện và hội đồng sẽ bầu lại anh ghi ngày chứ
bây giờ đi
đừng vô quay đừng vô
quen biết nhiều những chỗ lắm mà thứ đó không có đi vậy
vậy hôm đó em ngồi ở chỗ và với cái anh gì đó
không, nhưng mà em mình viết, nhưng mà em hồi xưa không ngồi dưới nên xuống dưới ngồi đậu, nhưng mà em ngồi trên đầu.
để đây đi bắt ra đấy không ra khỏi xe.
To read the instruction into the record.
Just to be clear, since we're not receiving an update from the foundation tonight, you were just presenting it during the certificate.
From what?
The community.
We already presented. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry, I missed that item. So I would like to invite representative from the Westminster Community Foundation to come up and present your updates. So thank you very much. Sorry I missed that. So, is Dominic here?
Yeah.
Please come up to the podium.
Hello, my name is Dominic Ben. We are here for the Westminster Community Foundation. We are here tonight to ask all the City Council and Mayor Charlie to support us in sale for the table or ticket to the gala that will take place on January 6th, Saturday. And this event will do a fundraising to support the day parade's cost. And we are hoping by doing the fundraising here to earn some money and repay the city the $25,000 that the city upfront to us for the startup costs, and also on top of that, we hope that we would, make a lot more money in that and have the city to pay for the cost of the day parades. And so I have asked the city staff to distribute a lot of flyers out there, and we will shortly hear that, walk door to door on the business on both sides and Westminster to promote the event by posting those flyers and selling tickets. And so at this point, we would like to ask the city councilman to support us, maybe have us put the cost at one table and inviting guests and maybe
I don't exclude Councilwoman too. Councilwoman. Councilwoman is the one who can get more money.
I understand that, I spoke individually to some of the councilmen and women, to ask for that, and hopefully, I would be answered and got at least one table sale.
Dominic, I just want to say I already asked a lot of people. So far, I have 3 people who want to get a table and bring their staff on. And then I'm very excited to appoint my appointee tonight to help you. He will bring way much more than I can.
So at least minimum of 3 tables you can sign up for. Okay, what about the council? Are we committed, each one of us, 1 table? I will for at least 2 tables. And more.
But you know what? Because we have been selling a lot of VIP and general table already. So most of the table that we have not sold is the super VIP. So I sure hope that one of all of the councilmen and women to help us with those tables.
You know what? I know I will be there for sure. I think instead of maybe commitment, maybe have the council later, if they're going to write a check, we can give to you guys afterward. Is that okay? Just kind of awkward up front here, but yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Mayor Tree Chong Nguyen, City Council, and the resident of Westminster. Once again, my name is Julie Gibb. It's an honor to serve. The last 3 months, we've been doing a lot of events to promote what we're doing as a foundation, and we were able to meet a lot of our residents. I do want to give an update. We've been working hard in addition to selling the tickets to our gala. We're also working on getting sponsorship. So I would like to also report to the city and the residents that we are in the process of getting a $10,000 sponsorship for the tech parade. And so within a week or 2, we should be getting a check. So we're so grateful for all the support. And for Carlos, thank you for recognizing our work and our leadership in the community. And I look forward to having your support at the gala too. Thank you very much.
Anything else from the council? If not, thank you very much. Thanks for coming to the meeting. Thank you for your updates. I apologize for recognizing you, but forgot of asking you for the updates. So now, are we for oral communication? Okay, we are at the point for oral communication. Once again, it is for oral communication for agenda item only. For those non-agenda items, we can work into the end of the meeting. So please, City Clerk, why don't you read the instruction duty record?
Thank you, Mayor. This is the time of the meeting that members of the public may address the City Council regarding any items on the agenda. Unless otherwise extended by a majority vote of the City Council, comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Any person wishing to address the City Council in person should complete a green speaker slip that is provided at the entrance to the council chambers and submit the card to the city clerk. When your name is called, please step to the podium at that time and state your name and city of residence for the record. Our first speaker tonight is going to be Michael Berengia.
Thank you, Council. First item I'd like to speak on is 3.3. I'm not here to support or oppose it. Mayor, you were absolutely that lady over there sitting there at District 1 tried to push on the agenda after passing out flyers in Garden Grove stating that there was going to be this item on the previous meeting's agenda, and everybody needed to come down that was interested in it because it was going to be discussed and voted on. Well, lo and behold, there was only 4 members of the council here that meeting, which happened to be all. And it came as no surprise that it was 2 in favor, 2 opposed. The motion died. What bothered me about this is, 1, the attempt by her to gin up support so she could pat herself on the back again and say, look at me, look at what I'm doing. Instead of going through the proper procedure, there was no urgency to have that item on that particular agenda. It's on this one. It works, that's what you're supposed to do. And then to turn around and tell the audience, many of them members who had come in after they had read her flyers, and say that, well, the reason it didn't get on the agenda is because 2 people didn't vote for it. No, the reason it didn't get on the agenda and they opposed it is because there was no urgency in it. And I don't know whether you ever bothered to read the policies and procedures of this council. It's actually pretty good reading. You should try it sometime and you'd understand. Put it on the agenda like it's on this one. Don't come in here and grandstand again, trying to force it down other members' throats when they're not interested. And you can sit there and grin and smirk at me. I've had better people than you grin and smirk at me. Okay? Doesn't bother me in the least. But unfortunately, you missed that one, Mayor. And like I said, I'm not here to support it or oppose it, because it has nothing to do with me. It's the flag of the former South Vietnam. And because we live in this city, there's obviously a lot of refugees here. They left not of their own free will, they got out before the communists could murder them. And I understand that. But somebody needs to teach her to read the policies and procedures of the council. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council members.
Our next speaker is Chris McCarver.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. My name is Chris McCarver. I'll be very brief. I just want to let you know that I'm honored to be here. It's been a pleasure to work with your staff in the discussions and negotiations of the agreements that we've been working on for the outdoor advertising displays on the city-owned property. We are ready to roll up our sleeves, start doing the hard work as it relates to permitting, construction, and generating revenue for the city. I'm here, sitting in the back of the room, available to answer any questions that you may have as it relates to item 5.6. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker is Terry Raines.
Wow, 3 whole minutes to cover almost 30 agenda items. Ridiculous. I sent staff emails about items 31, 38, 56, 58, and 61. Hence the late communications. You're welcome. Item 3.3, why November 8th, Amy? The fourth whereas is wrong for official sources. Fact, of the 9 million military personnel that served on active duty during the Vietnam era, 2.7 million served in Vietnam and 3.4 million served in support of the U.S. in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. So use a real fact. The city of Westminster cannot designate the flag, this flag, as the official flag of Vietnam, nor can the state of California or even Congress. This flag is already recognized as the Vietnamese freedom and heritage flag, and this proclamation cannot change that. Council, don't approve this item as is. Item 2.5, the populations listed are not from the 2020 census or Department of Finance estimates, so please cite sources. For Government Code 365-16B, you could submit a proposed increase to the voters and let us decide if it's warranted. With this council, it would fail. You must demonstrate the need for an increase per 365-16G2. Regardless, hell no to $1,900 per month. The two of you that want it most are the two that deserve it the least. Please reference the attendance report card for Amy, Nam Quan, and Charlie that I provided to you. Nam Quan, you claim to donate your pay to charity. Where is the report on that? Item 5.1, for the love of God, do not appoint Amy as vice mayor and Nam Quan for a second term. Item 5.3, interesting data, page 72, Beach and Magnolia do not intersect. Item 5.4, this year's 3-day fall festival was spectacular. Great to see costs fully offset by revenues other than event staffing. Congrats, everyone. Item 5.7, Townsend is a reputable firm that represents many Orange County cities in Washington and Sacramento with proven results. This report's verbiage sounds like staff is expecting the same bullshit accusations by certain council members as happened with the billboard RFP. Let staff do their job. Staff should revisit this contract periodically to ensure we don't end up paying forever with nothing to show for it, as was the case in the past. Staff should advise council how much savings are expected from terminating the current grant services contract and adjust the budget accordingly if council approves. Item 5.8 is refreshing to see the city leadership reach agreements with employee bargaining units just a few months after the previous MOUs expired as opposed to years later like in the past. Great job, everyone. Item 7.1, nothing against Conway, but he's been on this commission, the traffic commission, and the school board for 8 years already. And Gremlin would be perfect for this seat with her vast experience working for the city's community services department. Item 7.2, it should not have taken over a year to create this ordinance mandated committee. Will the same thing happen with the new tax measure if passed, or will the city consolidate the oversight of both measures into one committee? Appoint Tammy, Michael, Diana, Ruth, and Casey tonight so they can get to work immediately. And item 8, how many residents can stay until God knows when to talk about non-agenda topics with this packed agenda? Probably just me. Are you happy now?
Something that I have to mention. I wasn't mentioned at the beginning, but I thought I don't need to, but I have to. We are welcome your input. We will welcome your opinions. But please use the language that we respect each other, because we have people following us from the Zoom, from the YouTube, and we don't want to, for young people to learn about what is there. And I can see the young people that are nodding their heads. And I want to make sure that we are conducting the meeting with respect to each other. So please, I ask you, please, if you can refrain from the profanity, I would appreciate that. So next speaker, please.
Our next speaker is Kevin Farrell. Okay, our next speaker is Khai Now.
Sorry about that. Just want to make the record of it.
All right, I'd like to speak on item 5.1, appointing new vice mayor, I hope. Well, but first I'd like to go back to the time when you guys first elected Nam Quan as our vice mayor, Mr. Mayor. Why you opposed? You and Councilwoman Amy Pham West appointed Nam Quan to be the vice mayor. show that you did not take your role seriously. You did not care about the city, the welfare of the city, or the citizens of the city. You would appoint someone who has zero experience, a limited credential, a despicable personal life record, and a condemnable social life, or what he does on YouTube. Yet, you and Councilwoman Amy still decided to vote for him to replace you to be our mayor in case you were incapacitated to fulfill your duties as our mayor, which, as I mentioned before, Nam Quan was not ready for it. So it showed that you care more about your power, your clout. That's why we call you the gang of three. You rather put someone on your team, your associate, like I said, has no experience, despicable person, a lowlife, a thug, who go on YouTube to spread lies, to defame women, for the sake of getting views, so he can get sponsors, so he can make a living creating controversials, and now he's being sued. Like I said, I already many times warned our city attorney that he will be sued. So for the sake of our city, I hope you will vote with your conscience. Vote for someone who could be our vice mayor. And I'd like to...
Time's up, please. No more. Next speaker, please.
The city clerk, could you please vote on Mr. Nam Quan? And
No, I don't think this is the time. This is the time for the agenda item only. If you want to, wait until the non-agenda
I'd
item.
like to leave this with either the chief of police, the city.
I don't think that we, at this point here,
I'm a resident of the city.
Please.
Can I leave something for our vice mayor?
no, not right
City
now.
attorney.
If that's
Can I
necessary.
leave this for the vice mayor? Can I leave this here and make sure that he receives it?
Give something to the city clerk.
Thank you.
We are
Our next speaker is Mike Truong.
You want to be you.
Can I sign up? Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank you to the chief. His comments about respectful. That's exactly what I want to say. I think that message is from the number one. Remember, I was here 2 minutes ago. I just one city. You need to stop his mouth on the city or himself with a suit. He got 2 lawsuits in his sentence.
Excuse me, are you talking specifically to any item on the agenda?
Yeah, 5-1. Yes, 5-1. So I was told today, the day you guys vote to vote for by mayor, am I right? So I'm here to say that Nam Quan is not qualified. We have more good people than him. We have a great people here. Accept him. He's not qualified. He's a terrible guy. He used YouTube to defend order. He used the vice mayor title to sell products, supplemental medication, advertisement. He wear the suit all the time, but his mouth is open. His suit, you know what I mean? He talk dirty things on YouTube. He got lawsuit everywhere. And more comment, I asked the city to stop him or take away his power. Do not let him to use his advantage by mayor to advertise. We have more great people here. Why you vote for the guy who is not qualified? The last two meetings he did not show up. Why? Because he chicken. He don't want to work for the sensitive item. The fund police another item he show up. But the same day, he won't like you in the telephone, something like that, on the YouTube. What I tell you? He's not a responsible person. He's not qualified. And he cheated to community. He cannot represent for the Westminster. He wants increased salary, but he don't want to do the work. The only the work is he used his 5 major title to advertisement for another business. Defend women, defend the kid. Let me just say respectful, right? I love that. He did not respect anyone. He defend anyone he could. He defend your guy too on the YouTube. Because he defend you, he defend you. He defend everybody here. Accept his partner. Now, well, if you're a real man, you need to step down. You're not qualified. Look my face. You cannot. You have to step down as well. Let people else who qualify to work. Make the city better. Or you receive more lawsuits, more the way. Right now we have two. More common. If you don't remove his title, city have more lawsuits. I'm telling you this. He skipped defense order. I'm asking you guys today use your vote to show you are good people. By not support him, remove him. Let somebody else do a jail. He has 1 year now. For whole year he did nothing right. Zero. Let's not check for Kimberly or Carla or whoever it is. Not him. I'm here to ask you guys today. I would like to see your vote, to see you are good people by not voting for him. That's my thank you.
I want to make a statement. I noticed you talking about the residents. You were talking about there's lawsuit that Nam Quan Vice Mayor has caused to the city. We haven't had any lawsuit that's because due to Nam Quan Vice Mayor. So, but you say two, there haven't been. We're not formal on that.
No more, please. Okay, next speaker, please.
Our next speaker is Roger Lindrum.
Good evening, Roger Lindrum, resident of Westminster. First of all, I'd like to thank the city management, Christina and Adolfo, and the entire staff. Vanessa Johnson, been putting on some great events, very successful. Following up from our summer events, so the holiday events have been pretty good so far, and it looks like they're doing a great job, so thank you. Regarding 5.1, for the love of God and everything that's right in the world, please nominate and appoint either Carlos Manzo or Kimberly Ho as the next vice mayor. What's happened all year? Wynn has had a chance. First time he totally chickened out, wasn't prepared. The last meeting, he let little Munchkin over here go crazy on a resident, and that's another item that's really needs to be addressed also. Is he need to stop his toxic behavior of certain council members. Mr. Wynn's been a little tame lately, but this little psycho's been off the rails. The last meeting, and this is pertinent to the agenda because it is the meeting minutes, which in the past couple of meetings she's like to clarify what she said. It really would really be nice if our city clerk had a transcript of her.
Are you talking about any episode?
The meeting minutes, 3.1, which happened on November 8th, that Amy Spam West accused a resident of theft. A theft of tax money because she's utilizing her American God-given right to utilize the Freedom of Information Act to keep everybody in check. This resident, Terry Raines, is more valuable to the city than you ever will. Smirk. At least you're looking at me, so that's a good thing, and I don't completely disrespect it. So, with that in mind, Mayor Wynn, I would ask you to stop the policy that you started, and if your answer back to me is allowed, is legal, the briefness of comments has not happened. Brief comments have been abused by Mr. Wynn and Amy Van West. Stop it. You have the ability to stop these banter back and forth, interrupting public comments. It's bad business, it's a bad look, it's just horrible for everything considered. You have the ability to do that. It's December, we've done this all year, and it's really hard to believe that you haven't seen the chaos that's been created by that policy. You have the ability to end that policy. I urge you to do that and get some peace and tranquility in this room, because I guarantee you, every single city staff member keeps coming here.
Just want to let you know that I wasn't here last meeting, so I can't do anything that when I'm working. So next speaker, please.
Nguyen Hung.
Yes.
Yeah, I support the police fund. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I speak Vietnamese, and Terry Rain will translate in English for me. Thank you very much. Tôi ký tên dưới đây là Nguyễn Hồng, cư trú tại Westminster, California 92683. Bữa nay tôi trân trọng yêu cầu Phó Thị trưởng Nam Quan Nguyễn hãy can đảm từ chức nghị viên thành phố Westminster vì ông đã vi phạm đạo đức nghề nghiệp khi nói dối hội đồng thành phố và thiếu trách nhiệm với cử tri về sự kiện mới xảy ra tuần trước. Tôi được biết thứ Tư ngày 6 tháng 12 hội đồng thành phố có một phiên họp đặc biệt vào lúc 2 giờ 30 chiều, nhưng ông đã trốn họp vào ngày thứ Ba mùng 5 tháng 12. Ông đã gọi điện thoại cáo bận và sẽ không đến tham dự phiên họp đặc biệt này. Tiếp đến ngày thứ Sáu mùng 8 tháng 12, ông cũng đã trốn phiên họp đặc biệt. Hiện nay tôi có bằng chứng một video đã được phát lên trên kênh Việt Media TV của ông Khải Đào cho thấy ông có mặt và tham gia một buổi văn nghệ được tổ chức vào tối thứ Ba ngày mùng 5 tháng 12. Với bằng chứng rõ ràng ông đã nói láo và lừa dối cử tri và hội đồng thành phố để trốn họp, khiến cho không có đủ tức số cần thiết là 4 phiếu đồng ý để thông qua quyết định theo thủ tục cần thiết và cấp bách để giải quyết vấn nạn khủng hoảng tài chính của thành phố. Tôi biết ông rất yếu kém về Anh ngữ, nhưng ông phải ý thức special meeting.
Is that talking about 5.1 or what item that you're talking about? Okay.
May I continue? Thank you. No. Ông biết sự quan trọng cần thiết để giải quyết việc chung của thành phố và cư dân, tại sao ông lại trốn họp? Tôi và nhiều người khác không có nhiệm vụ và trách nhiệm, nhưng cảm thấy cử tri cũng có cần có bổn phận phải tiếp tay cho thành phố. Những quyết định của thành phố đã có mặt, nhưng mà trừ ông ra. Vậy mà ông đã tâm coi thường chức vụ Phó Thị trưởng nghị viên để đi du hí trong một cái sở thích cá nhân hay sao? Tôi không có mặt ngày hôm nay nếu ông thật sự bị bệnh hoặc khẩn cấp về sức khỏe. Những cử tri bầu cho ông lên làm nghị viên không phải là đi hát hò suốt đêm. Trong ngày ông cao bệnh, ông nên can đảm rửa sạch cái danh dự bằng cách từ chức resign vì ông đã vi phạm lời tuyên thệ khi nhậm chức. Lai ân ồ. Ông hiểu và đã khai man, còn được gọi là lời thề trước, và hành vi cố ý tuyên thệ sai đã làm sai lệch một lời khẳng định để nói về sự thật, dù bằng lời nói hay bằng văn bản liên quan đến các vấn đề quan trọng đối với một thủ tục khởi diễn chính thức. Hãy đi làm ca sĩ thay vì làm nghị viên có thể là thích hợp cho ông. Một dân biểu không trong sạch thì không đáng đại diện dân cử để làm bất cứ chuyện gì. Xin thực tế hoa đơn cho mọi người được kết quả để tiếp tục cho anh không được tốt.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I respectfully request Vice Mayor Nam Quan to have the courage to resign from his position as Westminster City Councilman Vice Mayor because he violated professional ethics when speaking lying to the City Council and being irresponsible to voters about the events that happened last week. I know that on Wednesday, December 6th, the City Council had a special session at 2:30 p.m., but you skipped the meeting and excused on Tuesday, December 5th, that you were sick and you would not be able to attend this special session. Next, on Friday, December 8th, you also skipped that special session. Currently, I have evidence of a video broadcast by Media TV channel, Mr. Khai, showing that you were present and participated in a performance at a musical event that was held on that evening, Tuesday, December 5th. With clear evidence, you lied to deceive voters and the city to skip the meeting, causing the quorum of 4 yes votes to pass the decision according to necessary and urgent procedures to solve the city's financial crisis. I know you are very weak in English, but at least you must be aware of the importance of the word special meeting. You know how important it is to solve the common financial problems of the city and its residents. Why you skip the meetings? Even though I and many others had no duties and responsibilities, but we presented, except you and Amy Van West, yet you do you have the heart to disregard the position of deputy mayor, councilman, to enjoy for personal pleasure? I wouldn't be here today if you were really sick or had a health emergency, but the voters who elected you as a member of the council board, not a singer, to participate all night long on the day you called in sick. You should have had the courage to clear your name by resigning because you violated your oath of office. You understand, and the term has made perjury, also known as forswearing, is the intentional act of swearing a false oath or falsifying an affirmation to tell the truth, whether spoken or in writing, concerning matters material to an official proceeding. You should resign council to become a singer. That might be more suitable for you. An elected official who is not clean is not worthy of representing the residents to do anything. May God give everyone grace and health to continue operating well. No to vice mayor being vice mayor for this next term. Vice Mayor Nam Quan should be removed from that office. Thank you.
Before you go to the next speaker, I would like to remind for those who are videotape or whatever, you need to be in the back because we have a policy that for those who are recording, we have a reserve seat for you in the back. We have the policy that we have to follow. I have to enforce it or else it's going to be all over. So please, I ask you to follow the policy that we have. I missed from the beginning, but this time I ask you to do it. So next speaker, please.
Our next speaker is the representative from the Vietnamese American Concern Group.
Well, good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council Member, Council Member Cole, and Council Member everywhere else. I hope that tonight I'll bring something in light of something that we would all want to hear, let's say, the economic growth in the city. So let me introduce myself. My name is Dân Tư Do Pha. I'm the head of the Vietnamese American Concern Group. And I'd like to thank you for giving me this time to share with you my hope for the future economic growth of the city. I understand that tonight you will be voting on an important item called the Vietnam Flag Proclamation. And I hope that with your unanimous approval of that item, it will bring us closer to the best days that we're all looking for the city, for the U.S., and of course for Vietnam. I believe that the best days of the city have yet to come. Sorry for the interruption. I forgot to turn it off. But anyway, with a vote yes for that item tonight, I think that you will help bring those best days closer to what we want for the city and for the U.S. and for Vietnam, of course. And in the coming weeks, our organization will be working with the Office of Councilwoman Amy Van West to lay out the foundation for the to turn the city into a financial hub to support the $1.2 trillion market that we thought we introduced at various levels of government, from the federal on down to the local level. And in closing, I would like to say thank you in advance for your thoughtful consideration of this item. And I would like to specifically thank Councilwoman West for having the courage and the forward-thinking vision and the dedication that she has demonstrated by introducing this proclamation to the City Council. Good evening. Thank you.
Our final speaker is Pam Grundling.
I'm Pam Gremling. I've lived here since 1981. I do have just something I noticed online, that's why I'm here tonight, is so I'm seeing that the council wants a raise, and you're also asking for a half-cent tax increase. So when you're not here at a meeting, do you still get paid, or do you have, if you only get paid for the meetings you're at that you're servicing, is that correct? Yes. Okay, I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to ask that, clarify that. Also, well, I guess, I don't know if I can talk now about the mall. Am I allowed to talk about that now, or is that at the end?
At the end.
Okay, so I just wanted to know about the tax that you guys are, the raises you were asking for. So, okay, that's what I'm gonna ask, and I'll be back later.
I'm sorry, for the mall, is it the one that's on the agenda?
There's a recovery component that's about the mall, but it's very specific. I don't know what your question. Okay.
I just wanted to clarify. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Mayor. That is all we have for agenda items.
All right, again, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here and express your opinions. I just want to remind everyone, we respect your right. You respect your First Amendment right. You can say it, you can speak your mind, but I want to warn everybody, you have the right to speak your mind, but the truth or not is up to you to find out. There's nothing, I just want to leave it as it is. Next, I want to move on to consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered routine and may be approved.
Rồi bây giờ cái phần mà phát biểu của cư dân đã hết thì họ sẽ bắt đầu họp. Cái phần mà 5.1 hy vọng là cái phần bầu phó thị trưởng mới thì sẽ là đem ra thảo luận đầu tiên, và mình cũng sẽ thử chờ xem họ sẽ quyết định ra sao.
With that, I would like to pull item 3.3. Any others from any council?
I want to, I agree with you, Mr. Mayor, 3.3 and 3.6 to look at.
Any others?
Okay.
Hearing none, so we have a motion to approve the rest of the item except for 3.3 and 3.6. Second. Go ahead. For the rest of the items.
So I have a motion made by Councilmember Monzo, a second made by Mayor Nguyen. This is to approve the consent calendar with the exemption of 3.3 and 3.6, which will be pulled for a separate discussion. And for the record, we will go ahead and also be using the attachments to your late communications for item 3.8 for that resolution along with your motion. All right.
Roll call vote.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and call a roll call vote. Councilwoman Karen West?
Yes.
Councilmember Monzo?
Yes.
Councilmember Ho?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Nguyen?
Yes.
And Mayor Nguyen.
Yes.
Motion carried.
So 3.3, approval of proclamations. Proclamation Vietnam flag reaffirmation day, November 8, 2023. So Councilmember West.
Thank you so much. Basically, this is very important regarding the proclamation that I'm about to introduce to the council that will set the stage for the future city for many years to come. It bears the future of the city as the all-American city. On February 4th, 1950, the records show in the U.S. government official recognizing Vietnamese independence, in which the flag consists of 3 red stripes upon the field of gold, was the official national flag of Vietnam and of the people of Vietnam. Since then, the United States government has no other official record in this same regard to date. So today, I look forward to, sending this proclamation to the Vietnamese Concerned Group, who you have heard from Smitty Liu, and he will be here to recognize that. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to ask the Vice Mayor because you second the item. If you have anything to add.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The reason that I second Council members from West Adam is I find the resolution is very important to the Vietnamese people here. But I would like to support her, but the thing is, when I read through the proclamation, there's one thing that that raises concerns. Is there's a clause that says that we're going to recognize the yellow flag with 3 red stripes as official flag of Vietnam, which is not right. I believe that the flags that we recognize is the flag of the heritage flag of the Vietnamese people here. So with that, I would like to propose one change to that thing, which is we going to change that clause to the flag, the heritage flag of the Vietnamese people. So if you...
Yes, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, that was actually going to be my comment, Vice Mayor. So thank you for making that comment. I recognize that Congressmember Michelle Steele and Congressmember Lou Correa have a resolution before the House on this very topic. For one, I wish that maybe we wait until theirs gets through before we do ours. And if that was not, the council does not choose to wait for them, because it's kind of like stealing, grandstanding and stealing their thunder. They're the ones that they're trying to do this, and they visited our city not too long ago with the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to Vietnam a while back ago, and they mentioned to us that this is what they were doing, and I think it would be just respectful, and we do not try to, step on their toes and grandstanding. And then if and when this proclamation does come before us, that it reflect exactly what this Congress member's resolution is, which is what the Vice Mayor just stated. And we cannot choose another country's flag for them. We need to recognize that this is a heritage flag for the Vietnamese Americans here in America. So that's only proper and correct.
Mr. Mayor,
yes.
Do you mind if I get Smithy to come up so he can answer that question quick?
Who was that?
Smithy Liu, answer that question quick, because he will be more informed because he's working with Michelle Steele. Yeah, Mr. Smithy Liu?
I mean, I don't know if that pertains to what we're talking about. This is a discussion between us, isn't it?
Council discussion.
Well, he is helping with Michelle Steele. We're working with Council with Michelle Steele on this issue.
Well, I think that I understand that he's trying to represent Michelle's office, but right now we are discussing the item. I think that we need to discuss among ourselves first. If need to, then we will work it out. But now I want to go back to you to see if you have any response or suggestion from Vice Mayor.
Mr. Vice Mayor, let me read the proclamation to be clear. Basically, on here it says, whereas the United States officially recognized the flag representing the people of Vietnam on February 4th, 1950. And whereas the flag is described as a 3 red flag upon a field of gold. And whereas more than 58,000 American servicemen and women in the Army force sacrificed their lives for the flag of Vietnam as the country and on behalf of the United States. Whereas more than 4 million American personnel were involved in the 20-year-long conflict. And whereas the men and women who fought in this war are honored and remembered as our veterans. And whereas nearly 250,000 Vietnamese soldiers sacrificed their lives for freedom in Vietnam. Whereas the Vietnam Service Medal was created by President Lyndon B. Johnson and is read, "We will never forget." Whereas the Vietnamese American resident in the city and throughout the United States strongly expressed long yearning, wishing for the flag to be regarded as the official flag of Vietnam. Now, therefore, you know, the city of Westminster and the council recognize this flag, affirm this flag. So the thing is that it is the only flag that's recognized in the government, our Congress, and the United States is this red stripe and yellow. That's the only flag that was named and mentioned. That was the Vietnamese flag and recognized since President Lyndon B. Johnson. And it's in the government, in Congress. If you guys want to go look at it, you can see. So that's what we're taking from that document, put it in here, and that's what we're doing.
So any response to that? Is there any motion to, what about Vice Mayor? Are you okay with that? Or Councilmember West, do you want to make a motion to that?
Dạ vâng, thân ái chào các bạn. Khải đang ở trong Modern Salon của người quen. Ghé lại hôm nay mới có dịp để ghé lên. Đây là ở thành phố Orange, ở trên ngay Freeway 55 hay Freeway 55 với đường Lincoln. Quý vị đi ở dưới Little Sài Gòn, đi 22 East. 22 East là đi về hướng đông, gặp 55 North đi về hướng bắc, 55 North đi về hướng bắc. Thì exit đường Lincoln thì quẹo trái xong thì vừa qua đường Tustin thì nó sẽ nằm bên tay trái, là địa chỉ là 1446 Modern Salon, ngay trong khu chợ Vons. Có BFA, Bank of America, đằng sau Denny's và Del Taco. Thì Khải giới thiệu cho bạn bè, các bạn nào ở thành phố gọi là Tustin, Orange, kể cả nếu mà Irvine thì thay vì đi xuống Little Sài Gòn thì đi Freeway 55 thì đi học ở UCI rồi thì có thể ghé lại đây là tiệm Modern Salon thì để coi kỷ niệm 25 năm thì có những cái đặc biệt là có massage da đầu, có không có phải là kiểu mà thanh nữ ở Việt Nam, nhưng mà là có xoa bóp đầu, rất là relax, rất là thoải mái. Nếu mà mình đi học, đi làm mệt mỏi thì xoa bóp đầu, tức là khi mà gội đầu thì sẽ có thời gian để mà xoa bóp, nắng bóp, massage đầu mình, da đầu thì nó sẽ rất là thoải mái. Coi như là nếu mà mình đi làm mệt mỏi, đi học hành cũng căng thẳng thì những cái gọi là nắng bóp da đầu như vậy thì nó rất là làm cho người mình nó thoải mái. Thì đây là cái dịch vụ cũng mặc dù ở Việt Nam thì rất nhiều người làm rồi, nhưng mà Việt Nam thì có thêm vấn đề thanh nữ, vấn đề happy ending. Ở đây nó không phải như vậy, nhưng mà chủ yếu là chỉ là massage đầu thôi. Thành ra quý vị nào muốn thử cái dịch vụ mà coi như là xoa bóp đầu đó, khi mà thay vì gội đầu thì sẽ nhân viên thợ uốn tóc họ sẽ massage mình luôn trong cái thời gian mà gội đầu. Thì cái phần đó là phần massage đầu, thì đó là một cái dịch vụ cũng mới bắt đầu. Thì đây là kỷ niệm 25 năm thì đang còn có những cái dịch vụ mới là họ đang có sẽ có cái dịch vụ này. Rồi Khải cũng đi vòng vòng rồi, chút nữa Khải coi, tại vì tiệm cũng đang có khách bận. Khải coi rồi Khải sẽ coi như là để coi, Khải đi vô tí xíu để xem coi quý vị xem tiệm. Đây là có dịch vụ hớt tóc. Đây là cũng có để thờ thần tài, cũng có cắm nhang đàng hoàng và cũng đang có khách. Và đây là những cái ghế để uống. Và đây là có cái phòng để mà coi như là tổng quốc massage, và coi như là tổng quốc để gội đầu và massage luôn, nếu mà quý vị nào mà muốn cần cái dịch vụ tổng quốc thì bữa nào Khải sẽ ghé lại để Khải gội đầu dưỡng sinh hả? Nếu về chị có thể giới thiệu tên đi.
Em có nhiều packet để gội đầu dưỡng sinh.
Dạ.
Có 4 cái packet. Dùng đá, rồi scalp massage, rồi arm, chân.
Rồi đây là mình có massage toàn thân luôn không, hay là chỉ có gội đầu với massage đầu?
Massage từ facial làm tóc luôn. Tóc. Nói chung là mọi thứ về da.
Về da nữa.
Dạ. Làm facial, rồi scalp massage, rồi tay rồi chân, mấy cái face gel mask rồi. Anh thấu này nè. Juice stone, rồi colon. Cái đầy đủ.
Cái này là về làm về massage đầu không?
Gội đầu dưỡng sinh đó.
Gội đầu dưỡng sinh, tức là không có phải là cái vấn đề mà thanh nữ rồi này kia mà bậy bạ, mà là để relax đúng không? Để dưỡng sinh là cho người mình nó tinh thần nó thoải mái.
Gội đầu dưỡng sinh cũng relax đó, cho đầu óc đó, rồi làm tay, rồi làm chân, nếu nó chọn
rồi đang có cái package, đang có những cái hạ giá gì đặc biệt không?
Nếu như mà người nào first tới á, mà lần đầu tiên tới tiệm em á, thì em bớt cho 20%.
Rồi
20% trong cái package của mình.
Rồi tức là nếu mà lần đầu đến thì mình sẽ bớt 20%.
Bớt 20% cho trong những cái package nào mình muốn chọn.
Rồi cái này là nếu mà người ta không lại tiệm được thì mình có người đến, nhân viên đến nhà đúng không? Hay là
không, chỉ làm ngoài tiệm thôi.
Làm ngoài tiệm thôi. Dạ.
Chỉ là làm tiệm thôi, không có đến nhà.
Rồi cái này nếu mà có những cái dịch vụ mà mình mua hồi xưa, anh có những cái chỗ mà họ bán giống như cái
hả?
Dạ. Cái nguyên cái thẻ làm nhiều lần là gì đó? Có luôn.
Nếu mua thì sẽ có.
Dạ. Rồi đây em thấy là mình làm móng tay móng chân, nhưng mà có sấy, uống ép sấy rồi nhuộm hết không?
Có đầy đủ. Tóc rồi đầy đủ. Tóc rồi đầy đủ có luôn.
Cho đàn ông luôn, anh thấy khách đàn ông cũng nhiều.
Gọi đầu dưỡng sinh đàn ông đàn bà đều được hết. Tất cả đều được hết. Chứ không phải riêng cho đàn bà. Đàn ông đàn bà đều được hết á.
Tiệm này mình làm ở đây bao lâu rồi ạ?
25 năm rồi.
25 năm ở đây rồi.
Cái này phần này mình mới áp thêm thôi.
Còn cái đây là dịch vụ mới.
Dịch vụ này mới có.
Mà cái này là mình cũng phải là có cái kỹ thuật đồ riêng biệt, có khóa huấn luyện đàng hoàng, chứ không phải là. Dạ. Rồi, thank you chị Linh. Dạ vâng, đây là cũng co-owner chị Linh, Lina Nguyễn, và tím thì đang còn cái này là cắt tóc cho nam.
Yeah.
Dạ vâng, Khải không có tiền quay mặt của khách, thành ra mình chỉ quay sơ sơ vậy thôi. Còn tóc tai mình cũng đang rất là bù xù. Bữa nào thì mình sẽ ghé lại để mình